or you just get on the floor if you got a cozy corner or a nice carpeted area, something like that. Hop on the yoga mat, get a nice little flow before you get up and actually move around too much. So we're gonna start off, okay, we're gonna go right into our quadruped and just get into our shoulder circles from here, using the ground as a nice irradiator. We're gonna push through those corners, digging into them. Okay, making sure to breathe deep here, getting the heart rate up, getting some blood flowing. Then we're gonna go right into a nice cat and cow. Okay, so flex all the way up, boom. From there, I'm gonna try and roll for my tailbone, getting one vertebrae all the way up, boom. Into the skull and the neck, and then from there, I'm gonna start from the tailbone again, curl all the way up, trying to make it look like a wave. Maybe I start from the head this time, curling through, start from the head, curling through. Being mindful of those little areas where it feels like a whole section moves together, and through the thoracic spine or the lumbar area. And as always, put a little extra attention and time into those points. From there, I'm gonna do a little side cat. I'm just gonna kind of peek behind my butt, still using the arms and being active through the shoulders, not letting them shrug up and kind of control all your movement. Still getting that isolated movement through the spine and through that frontal plane. As we side bend there. Okay, and then from there I'm gonna add a nice little thread the needle. So I'm gonna reach under, still maintain our quadruped position, bring my ear pretty well to the floor, twisting through the back and the T-spine as much as I can. Get a nice twist. I'm gonna exhale as I come all the way up. Big twist up. Going back down. I'm gonna go for 5 or 6 aside here. As I come up, big exhale. Trying to get a little bit farther around. Exhale. Then as I go to the other side, being really mindful of the difference in range. So if I were to finish here and I had only this much movement, that's a big discrepancy and we've really got to address that. Maybe common. If you're a racket sport or a baseball player or anything like that, where you're really having a dominant swinging side. And then from there, I'm going to get a little deeper into those circles, okay, and those rotations through the T-spine. I'm going to drop to my elbow. I'm going to go to a chicken wing. And again, just shortens the levers here, makes it a little bit more controlled, a little more isolated. I'm still going to reach the elbow underneath. As I come up, I'm going to push through the shoulder, really driving the floor away to get more leverage into my open here. And as I open up, pulling the scap together, feeling like I'm working from both sides of the joint here. Pulling through, exhaling up, crunching under, exhaling up. So being strong through the legs, strong through the hips. Nice. If you want to go one step further, we can go the broken wing here. So I'm going to bring my arm behind my back. This one just almost opens up the shoulder a little bit harder. I find it restricts the movement into the T-spine a little bit more though. So we're just going to try and push into it, open up a little bit. Be mindful if there's any pain or tension in the rotator cuff, come out of this one. Still dropping down. Boom, almost pushing the hand into the backside. Try and create a little extra leverage into that twist. Nice job. If you need a little relax for a second, let the arms have a break. We can drop into our child's pose. Always explore and add a little bit of movement. Maybe put some extra little bit of pressure into the pinky or the palms, feeling it out. Breathing normally as always. And then from there we'll pop up, we'll just get into a couple of our big hip circles. So I'm going through my hip circles, pushing the arms through, be mindful that I don't bend the elbows to create a lot more advantage for the knee and the hip to open up. So pushing the ground away, trying to feel like you got that glass of water on the back. Those are always nasty. And we're bringing that knee right to the elbow, coming all the way up, opening up. Careful not to shift away to, again, give the hip more advantage. Almost feel like you're reaching the knee away from the spine, from the midline. Let's challenge that abduction a little further. Gotta get ready for those head kicks. Good job. And from there, we're gonna ramp that one up a little bit further. Okay, go into our straight leg circle. So I'm gonna kick straight back, still keeping the arms long, rotating that hip out, touching down, maybe add a little rotation here if I want. I'm gonna pop up, rotating back, out, through. Good. Maybe a couple of those a little bit more aggressive. Be mindful how your body wants to compensate. And again, the difference of ability left to right. Nice job, nice job. All right, from there we're gonna flip onto our back here. We're gonna do a couple of straight leg lifts. Just coming up, okay, being nice and controlled, not totally throwing the leg into it. Make sure that we can stay strong and supported through that trail leg, strong through the core, keeping the spine down. Feeling a little bit of working through the abdominals, through the hip flexors. Okay, maybe we're going 8 to 10 aside there. If you feel it really hard to keep that low back down, we plant that leg for a little extra support. And we're just gonna do a leg up and over. So I'm gonna come up, kick across, back to center, up, kick across, back to center, up, cross. Making sure to breathe through this one. Okay, let the eyes follow the foot. So we're getting a nice rotation through the whole back. Again, making sure to feel a little stretch through the hips, through that lateral line, keeping the arms long, reaching through the floor, pushing into the floor. If you can get that foot up to the hand, maybe hold it there for a couple seconds, relax into it, back to center, up, across, across. If you want to make this a little deeper of a stretch while we're in the position, try and extend through the knee, reaching through the heel a little bit more, light up that hamstring, calf a little bit harder. Nice. And then from there, all I'm going to do is these windshield wipers. I'm going to drop down, activate the core a little bit to pull back to center. Iron crosses, Caesar, sorry. And then to finish it off, just a really light pelvic tilt. So here I'm trying to get as much movement as I can into that sacral spine, into the pelvis region. So I keep my hands down around the chest, whatever feels comfortable. I'm gonna kind of curl the pelvis back, going into that anterior pelvic tilt. Okay, creating a lot of space into the low back. Then I'm going to brace, pull my ribs down, closing the window in front, squeezing through the glutes, pushing into the floor through the feet a little bit to compress through that anterior core as much as you can and pull that pelvis into that posterior tilt. Okay, so tight glutes, strong anterior core. It's going to give that posterior tilt. And as I'm pulling through, boom, arcing through the other way, feeling some contraction into the back. And then we're just going to tilt back and forth there. Okay, it feels a little funny. All good. Make sure to get some movement in there. Maybe add a little bit of a circle or a swivel. So if you're shifting your hips, a little salsa on the ground here. Having silly with it, getting silly with it. Make sure to have some fun. And then we're just gonna hug both knees. A little rock on the back. And get a little silly with it. Feels like a nice little massage for the spine. Okay, pulling through, maybe you try and extend the back. Pulling those knees into the chest to create a little more stretch of the glutes. Maybe you come up in the happy baby, where we're hooking in through the big toes, or the arches of the feet, and just letting the knees drop into the armpits. Okay, letting the spine fall back down to the floor. Big stretch for those high adductors there. Great little stretch, and then we can fight for more extension into the knees. Add a little rock side to side. Opens you right up. Really good for a squat day, anything like that. Happy baby. Baby, baby.